one of the cool things about our league is all the radio guys and media relations people have pretty good relationships, and so we are pretty good at communicating back and forth with getting rosters and rotations and everything over to each other. And because the minute you get it, you got to take it down to the manager and make sure he has the rotation for the next series, make sure he has the roster, the updated stats, and it's just kind of a year-long vicious cycle with statistical information, how everybody needs to have it, from the media to myself to the other team's radio broadcaster to the coaching staffs on both sides. And that, even like I mentioned to you earlier about after the game, 10 minutes after the game, box scores down there, and they have to do their reports, send it to their respective big league clubs. And yeah, a lot of statistical stuff. Luckily, it's provided for us. You just have to go in there and sift through everything and print it all out.
Are some of the moves up and down the farm system based on one guy's performance that night? Maybe they're watching a pitcher, and if he has an amazing night, he might get shipped up to AAA.
You know what? That actually happened to us this year.
Really?
Alfredo Figueroa was pitching on a Sunday against New Hampshire, came out, struck out 10 guys, did it in front of the Tigers general manager. Tigers needed a starter for the following Saturday. Can't remember who they, I think they were playing the Brewers. And he came out, put on a show, season high in strikeouts, was gassing it up at about 96 miles an hour, and did it in front of the right guy. And the next week, he was up in the big leagues. So one performance like that in front of the right people or in the right situation where they need a spot up top, it can very easily propel you right to the next level.
And now, let's send it down to the voice of the Erie Seawolves, the Seawolves game day host. Please welcome Gania.
Thanks, Bob. Welcome to the Max and Irma's Game Day Show as we preview tonight's game between the Erie Seawolves and the Akron Arrows. The Wolves coming out of the series in the biggest and saw the team win 2 of those 4 games. The series splits, the Seawolves entering tonight's game 6.5 games behind the first place Arrows. Let's take a look at the scoreboard from yesterday's win against the B-Mets. It was a 5-1 final. Balls in the game going 2 for 3. He had a double and 3 RBI. Kale Orridge 2 for 4 with a double and an RBI. Thad Weber improving to 3-2 on the season. He went 8 innings yesterday, allowed 1 earned run on 5 hits, and he struck out 3. Had a number going through 6 in that game. So the Seawolves, as I mentioned, coming into tonight's game, they are 6.5 games behind the first place Akron Arrows. Akron tonight's opponent, top record in the East, moving at 59 and 36. The Seawolves, though, against Akron this season, having 7-game homestand, 4-game series against the Akron Arrows. The Erie's winner 7 straight against the league's top off. Take a quick break, back with more of the Max and Irma Game Day show right after this. Over Buffalo yesterday in the series, Natalie. Gania picked up the win in the swept by Mahoney Valley, a final yesterday of 8-6. Taking a look at the starting pitchers for today's ball game for the Akron Arrows. It is right-hander Josh Tomlin comes in with a record of 9-6 and a 4.18 earned average. Again, fans, it's the Seawolves and the Akron Arrows start of a 4-game series here in Gania Park. Welcome on to the ballpark and enjoy tonight's game.
So, Daniel, your Eastern League player of the week.
Gentlemen, how are you? Great to be back. Hey, I was telling everybody earlier, it's the first time I've had, I think, 4 days off of doing games in 7 years, so I am recharged and ready to go. Crowd is shaping up like a typical Buck night. And I'll get back to that record crowd last week at 6,600, but ticket lines are packed and they're filing in here at a pretty good pace, so it should be another fun night. Starting lineups first for the Akron Arrows. Their speedster, Jose Constanza, leads it off in center field. Batting second is the second baseman, Cristo Arnall. Matt McBride hits third in left field. Carlos Santana bats cleanup, and he'll catch. We did not see Santana in the final 3 games of the series last week. Santana was out at the Futures game, so he's back in the Akron lineup tonight. It's baseball time here on Fox Sports Radio, AM 1330 The Fan. Greg Gania with you live at Gania Park for tonight's game between the Erie Seawolves and the Akron Arrows. Opener of a 4-game series and a 7-game homestand for the Wolves. Erie will be home a lot over the next 28 days. Actually, the next 24 days. Only 4 road games coming up the next couple of weeks, and that's the 4-game series at Canal Park next Monday. Erie will be back home then for 9 against 2 teams from the north, and the Reading Phillies making their second and final trip into the Ut. So again tonight, the Seawolves looking for their 8th consecutive win against the league's top club, and due up in the top of the first inning against right-handed starting pitcher Luis Marte. It'll be Jose Constanza, followed by Cristo Arnall and Matt McBride. The Arrows, the top team in the Eastern League, they have a record of 59-36. At this point in the season series, Erie has had the Arrows' number. These two clubs winning 27 times. The most Erie will face a single opponent this season. That usually is the case with Akron, being that these two are in such close proximity. So Marte all set to go. Third baseman De Leon will be in on the grass. Constanza, the speedster, comes in hitting .296 on the season, playing in his 87th game. No homers, 29 RBI. Corners are in. First pitch of tonight's game. Fastball over the inside corner. It's a called strike one. Time of the first pitch was 7:07, and the game time temp 72 degrees. So a beautiful Buck night here in downtown Erie.
Akron was held without a run. And that means everyone sitting in section 105 will receive a free gift courtesy of Panera Bread.
Bottom of the second inning here at Gania Park. The Seawolves and Akron Arrows scoreless.
Seawolves.
Josh Tomlin is second for Akron. 2 flyouts and a strikeout in the first, and he threw 13 pitches. Strebe, Avila, and Wells due up here in the second for the Wolves. Lined by Tomlin, first pitch. Strebe pops it up and at the elevator shaft as Santana, the catcher, settles under, and he will put it away. 1 pitch and 1 out in the second. Akron down to its final strike. It is 3 balls and 2 strikes. 2 down here in the ninth. Satterwhite stares in. He readies, kicks, payoff pitch. Swung on, popped up, left field. Scram and Wells converge. Casper Wells settles under. He will put it away. That's the end of this one. Seawolves has 6-2 winner in the series opener against the Akron Arrows here tonight. Erie back to 11 games over 500. And by the end of tonight, it might be all square as Erie will be in sole possession of second place in the Eastern League Southern Division. We'll break back on the postgame right after this. 6-2 over the Akron Arrows. I'm Greg Gania. Thanks to John Burger back in the studio for Smooth Idols. Have a great night, everybody.
And that's a wrap.
That is a wrap.